What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a fantastic and beautiful weekend. And as always, hope everybody got their wrestling in. And we've been talking about who the masked man could be, throwing it around with different possibilities. Maybe he's this guy, maybe he's that guy. But if you watched this past Monday Night Raw, you got to find out who has been under the mask. And for those that aren't that watch wrestling but aren't, a diehard fan and just casually watch it, Survivor Series it was. Main event. You had Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, both Usos, and CM Punk on one side as a team. They went against Paul Heyman's Braun Breaker, Big Bronson Reed, Drew Galloway. I'm sorry, Drew McIntyre. I stay doing that. Hate when they have name changes. Logan Paul, and none other than the Beast, Lesnar, where they main evented Survivor Series in a traditional, aka Dusty Rhodes' creation, War Games. And this match went back and forth. It was going phenomenal match all around. To be honest, I think the pay-per-view overall was cool as shit. But then somebody had hopped the cage covered in, black pants, black hoodie, black mat. You couldn't see him. And he took out CM Punk, letting Team Heyman win Survivor Series. Hey, what up, Mill? And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. What's up, Tickle Trunk? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm talking about WWE. What up, Blake? Well, come on, man. Do better. Do better, kiddo. Looking like Bubba Ray. I just need the I need the old school Bubba Ray glasses. Actually, I have those at home. But we've since Survivor Series, we went back and forth on who could possibly be under the mask and who makes the most sense that they can put under it. What up, Tornado? Yo, Striker, Merry Christmas. So, Tornado, did you are you up to date with WWE? What up, RM for life? What's the topic? The topic is who was under the mask at Survivor Series. If obviously a lot of you guys are new. This is your first time here. We've been talking about who the mask guy could be, what made the most sense, and quite frankly, who did we want to be under it? No problem, Tornado. I got you. So there was the main event at Survivor Series War Game match had somebody come out from the crowd and jump the cage with a mask on, and he took out CM Punk, letting Paul Heyman's team, to get the victory in War Games. And we've been talking all about it since then. Who could be under the mask? They even leaked a photo of Seth Rollins from shoulder down in the same outfit to try to make you think it was Seth Rollins. But he had just gotten shoulder surgery done, so you knew there's no way he was going to be able to climb the cage, go in there, and climb the cage to get out. And the biggest part was whoever the masked man was, he did it fast. Lou said, I think it was Doink the Clown. I wish it was Doink the Clown, actually. Have a good night, Tornado. And the masked man ended up being Austin Aries, which Austin Aries. I'm Austin Theory, sorry. My apology. Austin Theory, which makes the most sense for him to be in that position, because what do you do with him? Hey, Tornado, before you go, and anybody else who hasn't already, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are now on the hunt for 1,000 subscribers. We just broke 800 recently, and we're not stopping there. Thanks, Tornado. And Merry Christmas / Happy Holidays for anybody who doesn't celebrate Christmas to everybody. Austin Theory, what a stupid name. Hey, I don't take that one though out on me. I don't make the names. And for the record, kind of with you on that one. Out of all the names in the world, we couldn't come up with something better. Merry Christmas, Tornado. Have a great night. Also, we watched over the weekend, last weekend, that just passed, John Cena's very last match. The last time was now, and that's it. We will not see John Cena as a wrestler in the WWE anymore. We may see him time to time doing some other stuff, but John Cena fighting and having amazing blockbuster matches and big pay-per-views and blah blah blah, that's all done. Today's wrestlers don't want to do what wrestlers back then used to do when they would retire, and then a year later they'd be back wrestling here and there. No. Once they retired, they're retired for good. Plus, luckily for John Cena, he was able to do the same thing like The Rock was able to do. He dominated as the top guy in WWE and then took that talent over to the big screen. And now he's going to be a blockbuster actor. I think he does really good at acting. If you don't think John Cena is a good actor, I would recommend seeing Peacemaker, the series. That was awesome. And I forgot what that movie was called, where John Cena's a president recently. And it was a good movie. Lou said Cena caused me to stop watching wrestling in 2008. I just couldn't get behind the PG crap after the golden era and the added. Oh man, Lou, after the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, I stopped watching it too. AJ Styles got me back into wrestling. I I saw a clip or something about AJ Styles left TNA with the world title or something, and I went to see what that was all about. If he was really gone, and then I found out AJ Styles was going to be on this New Japan show, and I didn't watch New Japan yet. And what AJ Styles did as the leader of Bullet Club is why we're here today, still watching wrestling again. What's up, Jessica? No, my name's not Aaron. Hey, what up, Zach? Yes, my man Tornado. Look at that, coming in clutch before he's got to leave. Head of the State was the movie. Yes, that is the movie. Great movie. And Lou, I never really liked John Cena. I always was rooting against John Cena up until this last year. I started liking him a little bit more, actually liking him, because I can't deny that he's done a lot for the business, but I always wanted to see him lose in his matches. Wrestling got ruined when they started featuring guys that looks like I could beat up. Wrestlers used to look intimidating. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to those big monster looking guys that was either, but luckily the guys that aren't monster looking like a Seth Rollins is amazing. Hey, Papa Trophy, how we doing, fam? Hey, yo, Eric, what's goody, fam? That's my guy right there. Let's go. How was your night, Eric? And I'm happy to see you over here on this channel now. Let's go. I'm supposed to be intimidated by Kevin Owens. First appearance of seeing Kevin Owens and knowing nothing about him. No. If you don't take your time to watch the product and learn about Kevin Owens. And no, just like you're right. You're not going to get that. Hey, look at him not knowing anything about wrestling except for that guy's a wrestler, for example. But man, could Kevin Owens go? Good had to work and watch some football. Woo! What who won the football game, Eric? You're not really supposed to be intimidated by any wrestler. I don't find Spike Dudley intimidating, but man, he can take a beating. Papa Trophy. Lou means more like when you see a guy like Hulk Hogan back in the day, Andre the Giant, like Big John Studd, like a lot of those guys, larger than life kind of guys. You're just like, whoa. Oh yeah. I would if I knew nothing about Kevin Owens, I would never ever think that this guy could move the way he moves. I wish I could move the way he moves. Right there, homie. My neck is right there. What a dumb comment. Oh, thank you, Cactus. Put Randy Savage and Kevin Owens side by side. One looks like a star, the other one looks like the fry cook at Wendy's. Oh no, he did not just go there. Seahawks beat the Rams in overtime. Okay, hey, that's a good game. You're damn right they were all on the gas. they their arms didn't just magically become gigantic overnight. That's for shit sure. Or hard work in the gym only. Kevin O Kevin Owens has some good cardio. He definitely did slim down and lose a lot of weight. I want to say for WWE compared to what he was at in Ring of Honor. There he is, up like Trump. My guy, what's goody? You see, Brock Lesnar said he wants to retire next year. I didn't see that it was said, but if you remember, we were talking about that. That's what we thought the direction was going to go, because the next SummerSlam will be in Minnesota, and this just sucks. Goldberg first. First Goldberg retires, then John Cena. Now, next year, we're going to have Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles both retiring. You ever hear that Mr. Perfect story with Hercules Hernandez? I'm not sure. Tell me the story, though. AJ Styles would have been perfect in the Attitude Era. Finally got back to WWE a little late in his wrestling career. Hell yeah, Eric. Yo, AJ Styles is exactly what he says. Phenomenal. Plus, I'll be a little biased. I'm a huge AJ Styles fan. They knew how to tell a story. They weren't just spot monkeys. Plus, Ludo, you got to also remember back then they also had a lot more freedom. You know, the companies weren't owned by all these outsiders that made it a PG era. Will you be doing a live stream tomorrow? Um, I'm not sure about tomorrow, but probably like late Saturday night, like 3 in the morning. For me, I'll probably do one. But you never know. I don't have like specific times yet that I'm going live with this channel yet. Apparently, he was asked to shoot Hercules up, and when he stuck the needle in, the Roy shut out immediately. So Perfect just tapped him on his shoulder and said, "Sorry, pal, you're full." Yo, yo, that's epic. That's epic shit right there. Papa Trophy gets comment of the night right now. I'm going to attempt to go. As of right now, up, yes. I'm going to make the drive out to Minnesota to do it. I don't think it's too far for me. Was it Hercules? Hercules was Warlord. I believe so. I wish he didn't waste his talent in TNA. Hey, I'm just happy that he didn't resign to TNA, because if he didn't leave TNA and go to New Japan, he would have never had that Bullet Club run that just felt so NWO like, which really put him on such a radar to WWE that they were willing to pay him whatever they needed to get him in the company. Paige would have been good in that era as well. I heard a rumor that she might be returning to WWE. Well, I'll tell you one thing. When it comes to WWE, never say never. If CM Punk could come back, anybody I think could come back. The biggest name that I would like to see come back that we haven't yet because of real life issues outside of WWE is Alberto Del Rio. The minute WWE took over AAA, he dropped the belt, and that was it. We haven't seen him in AAA anymore. But a Tornado, just put your notifications on, and you can't go wrong. It'll always then let you know. And I got videos. If you're into action figures for wrestling and all that, I do videos on the collectibles I pick up. Close enough. Hercules, Warlords, same thing. Two guys that wrecked their bodies in their prime. Meanwhile, Bret Hart was working circles around them every single night. Let's go, bro. Let's go. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Brett admitted to Juice, bro. Did he? I don't remember that, but they were all on it. Right up, they all did. Yeah, Brett never looked ridiculously big. Yeah, Brett never looked like he was drinking HGH by the gallon. Hey, what up, Lord 85? Okay, Hercules and Warlord are different persons. Okay. Yep, Brett was lean. Hey, what up, Donald? No, I did not yet. Not yet. I don't know. As you can tell, I am. I've been out of town for the week, so I feel I had a little time tonight. I go live and see what up to everybody, see what everybody's up to. Brett probably weighed 235 at his heaviest. What are your thoughts on Vince pounding all them dudes? No offense, but isn't WWE? Nah, it's wrestling's like a man's soap opera in a way. Like women watch Days of Our Lives, men watch wrestling. Half the football players was yes, that's a different case, but they're not doing that. If they were really doing that, I wouldn't watch it. The Bullet Club put a lot of people on the radar, like Otunga and Finn Balor. Oh yeah, big time. And the funny thing is, Finn, for those that don't know, Finn Balor started Bullet Club. Finn Balor's last day working for New Japan, his last show was AJ Styles' debut. So the leader of Bullet Club left on the same pay per view as the new one came in. It's just a shame in the 80s you didn't need cardio or skill. You needed was to look the part. You could punch and kick once in a while. You were good enough to be the world champ. Well, you got, and plus remember, we didn't have computers that we could right away run to see if was this a work, was this not a work. Kayfabe was still real. I wish kayfabe was still real. New episode was on tonight. Just looked it up on YouTube. Oh, okay. I'll definitely before Christmas, Donald. I'll get one in for sure. AJ Styles made around 400K in TNA. I would love to. Do you know what he makes in WWE now? Because I know I saw the thing with him telling the Young Bucks that because the Young Bucks wanted him to come over to AEW this last, every time, but they tried again, and Vince gave him you can't walk away from money. He only left because they wanted to dock his pay a few hundred grand to pay for Hogan and Bischoff. Which, hey, I don't blame him. You're gonna dock your best guy's pay to bring in two guys that aren't even gonna wrestle. That's doing it shit ass back. backwards. They needed to tell Bishop and Hogan, hey, if you this is what we'll get we can work with, take it or leave it. And if they really cared about the business the way they say they do, they would take it. That's the case in WWE. Vince would pound your boots so he could be in the show. Hey, Vince is one of the all-time best heels. Thank you, Eric. Or Eric, my favorite is when we'll get one in here tonight, guaranteed. It happens every live that I do on a late night. Wrestling is so gay, and because it's fake. And then I just very well. You watch TV, you watch movies, right? They're not real either, right? Even though wrestling isn't real or fake. It's predetermined. Oh, I wouldn't say things like that didn't happen. So what what man on man shit do you think happened with Vince McMahon? 3 million a year salary. Wow. 3 million. AJ Styles is the phenomenal salary. Paige's finisher moves were better than most. The Page Turner, Rampage, PTO. I love Paige as a wrestler. She's even super cool in real life. When I was at when I went SummerSlam weekend, she was one of the wrestlers in the daytime when I went over to WrestleCon. It sucks because everything in this world's money. So there were so many other wrestlers I got to meet that day and the following day that I didn't take pictures with because it cost money. That's why Vince Russo left TNA too. Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo just never can't work. They just should not try working together ever again. Either. Vince Russo's a special taste. Either you love Vince Russo or you despise and hate Vince Russo. There's no in the middle with him. 80s wrestlers commonly went 30 to 45 minutes. It wasn't full of high spots, doing 12 DDTs, coming off the ropes 10 times doesn't mean you're telling a great story. High spots meant more than. So I can definitely tell already, Lou, that you love the old school wrestling. Do you like anything about the new school wrestling? Cody makes 3 to 10 mil a year. Wow. I'd be happy with 200,000 a year. Shit. Well, not as a wrestler, because when you added all the traveling you got to pay for, all the time you're on the road, all the family functions, you miss it with your family and birthdays and holidays. Better be for some unforgettable money. They went 30, 45 minutes because it was just walking around and punching people. There's a reason people like Dave Meltzer gave Hogan and Andre at WrestleMania 3 a -4. It sucked. Yeah, I really do miss kayfabe though. Like I remember when Scott Hall showed up at WCW. Me and my friends were like, "Holy shit! Is this real? Did Vince McMahon send him over there to beat somebody up? What's going on?" And as awesome as that angle was, it wouldn't work today because we would be able to run to the computer and be like, is he in the company? Find out if his contract expired. Did he sign a new one with somebody else? And that sucks. That's why I don't read the dirt sheets or anything. I don't want to know. I think he's confusion. I think he's confusing Vince McMahon with Pat Patterson. Oh, no. Poor Pat. One of my favorite wrestling moments is when she beat AJ Lee for the title the first time. That was wild too, because AJ was really over at the time too. So you didn't think that was going to happen. That was shocking, but great moment, Eric, for real. There was also about 10 million more regular viewers than two. Explained the decline in television and live events. They ran millions of fans away. Yeah, see that's also the problem with who owns the company now because of all the advertising and shit. Today, we could never do the Attitude Era. We would need somebody like Vince to just own the whole company again. But as long as IGN or Coca Cola and Sprite and just as examples, and Nike and Champion all own pieces of the company and say no, 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 we don't want this, we don't want any of that. But and Lou, we do got to remember that the reason the new generation did start was because it got stale. It went good for a long, long time, but it's just like everything. Eventually, something's gonna get stale. And a new generation's gonna come because the new generation was terrible. The same lame gimmicks as the '80s, cartoonish as the era where WC we don't want your intelligence insulted era. ECW changed everything. ECW was so great. I like very little about it now. I think about a few guys are entertaining. MJF is kind of old school. Lou, you definitely got to be a Gunther guy then. Gunther, old school to the fullest. Even his outfit's old school. John Cena said it best to Cody. People go out there and they're talking at the fans, but forget to involve them in the conversation. Yeah, what up, VV? How are we tonight? Yo, what up, Antonio? He said NWO changed everything. Too sweet. NWO had too many members and stayed far too long. Yeah, that was the real problem. They threw everybody in the NWO, and it was like, seriously? They ruined the NWO. They had magic in a bottle. Some of the new guys like Evans know how to make people care about him. Others just do spots. You're not wrong. VV Double V said, "I miss kayfabe so much." Hey, if you guys have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're on the hunt for 1,000 subscribers, and tap that screen twice to smash that like button. Show YouTube that this is where you want to be to hang out and talk some wrestling on the late night. The Iconics were one of my favorite heels. Hells yeah. And the kayfabe was the beginning of the end. I was so mad when we lost kayfabe. When Ric Flair drafted The Undertaker, the NWO was one of my favorite wrestling highlights. Hell yeah, Eric. Investors own a lot of the companies now. That's a huge problem. For me personally, Jim Cornette Promotions from 85 to 88 was my favorite era in wrestling. 96 to 99, my second favorite. So I was born in 86. So unfortunately, I didn't get to watch Jim Crockett Promotions live the way I would have liked to. I've gone back and watched highlights of stuff, but I would have loved to have been able to watch it like the way I could watch it now. Gunther had the best segment on Monday Night Raw, hands down. New Generation was still more fun than current wrestling. Gunther is great. Doing well, bro. I'm gonna sub. I love talking about wrestling and you chill. Yo, my man Double V, thank you. And everybody who's part of the pack, make sure you give Double V some love. He's subbing to the channel and becoming part of the Wolfpack Federation. Arr! They're gonna hate me in this hotel, but tomorrow I'll watch. I'm gonna get a call eventually or knock at the door. Sir, it's 3 in the morning. You need to stop yelling. I would say that one I'd rather watch than the new generation. Oh man. My man Double V, thank you, brother. Iconics. What did you think of Batista versus Undertaker rivalry? I think it was damn good. I'm a second that. But you know what? Ruthless aggression was great. Brock that was the beginning of Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Batista, Randy Orton. We got a lot of good guys out of that. And Batista and Undertaker, I could watch that for all the time. My favorite highlights in wrestling was when Vince McMahon blew up his limo, and then the next week he said, "Now about Christmas." Gunther is so good. He really is. That's also why he's the Undertaker's favorite guy on the roster that's active right now. Hells yeah, Double V. You part of the pack now. Sweet. Benoit versus Angle rivalry kept me invested. That was some great matches. It's so like if and everything that if what happened with Benoit didn't happen, just the oh man, we would have got so much more good shit out of him. He was so good as a wrestler. Yeah, I wish we could say like let's just look at him as a wrestler, but what he did was so horrific that you can't not look at it. What up, overall thrower? Did you shed a tear when Cena retired? No, but it was a nice moment. It was a beautiful moment. I may shed a tear when AJ Styles retires. Stone Cold Booker T skit was hilarious. That was the best, especially when they went to the church. And don't forget Erica in the supermarket. I couldn't get it out. Aisle 10, dumbass. Added milk, aisle 9. Poured them. Austin and Booker T did magic. Man, so I also missed the days of Stone Cold whooping Vince's ass. Remember the hospital? That was so great. Also, Vince had people literally kissing his ass. If I could go on TV, well, millions of people around the world are watching, and make someone kiss my ass, literally, I'd do it too. Shit, right? It's such a waste that happened with Benoit. He was one of my favorites growing up. Same. Benoit would have been in my top five if that didn't happen. And I just don't understand how that happens with him. This is a guy that was in control, not known for doing crazy shit outside of outside of the ring forever. I started watching WWE because of AJ Styles. My man Eric, yo, that's what got me back into wrestling was I was watching is AJ Styles. When AJ Styles debuted on New Japan the first time, that's when I started watching wrestling again. Lord 85 said, I love Vince's childish humor. Right? I shed a tear when Tommy Dreamer burned Sandman's eye with a cigarette, forcing him to retire. Then laughed when he dreamed at his retirement ceremony. I miss the 90s. I so miss the 90s too. ECW was so good. Just the pro like forget about all the crazy shit. Just just the promos they were cutting in that company were wow. Austin, Mr. McMahon, Mick Foley, hospital skit was awesome. Also, when Rock threw the skull title off the Rudy Poo Bridge. I love when they were doing stuff, all that shit. It was so creative, and it was such a fun time to be a fan. Mick Foley is a clown. Yeah, he's got some crazy shit going on where he's claimed he won't be signing another Legends deal with WWE over Trump or something. See, this is why I don't do politics. One has nothing to do with the other. When the lady in the church told Austin, "Ah, you must have been an old." Benoit versus Kurt used to be crazy matches. Oh, hells yeah. Like, how awesome would have it been to see Benoit and Brock Lesnar going at it? Like, there's so many great matchups we could have seen with Benoit if that disgustingness didn't happen. Fully made for some great TV. I'm not a big fan of Mick Foley in real life, but I like him in wrestling. Oh, I see you said Raven. I hope it's good. I'm a big Raven guy too. Before I read your comment, Raven is by far one of the greatest promo cutters of all time. I wish we could have seen more of that of the Seven Deadly Sins storyline before WWE fired him. 100%. Yo, Raven, you're right. Raven was so good, so creative. He was ahead of his time, Raven. And that was the problem. He was so ahead of his time. I'm 42. I've been watching since the 80s. I missed the Attitude Era. The Monday Night Wars were peak. What up, General? What up, General Penguin? Hey, I hear you. I'm 39, going on 40. You're not alone. The Mankind segment where he attacked Jim Ross is one of the greatest segments ever. Hey, can't forget about that Hell in the Cell match with The Undertaker. When the hardcore title changed so many times and Molly Holly had the title and Maven eventually got it back at the same day. Hey, when they made the hardcore title like that, I got a lot of trouble in school. I got suspended for a month in school because once the hardcore title was 24/7, I ran into a science lab and put my friend through a desk table to pin him for the 1, 2, 3 to get the title. See, you kids wouldn't do shit like that today. Come on, don't be a troll, bro. Be cool. Hang out. We got a lot of cool people in the chat. There's no reason to be a dweeb. Tell me, do you agree that Shelton Benjamin was probably the most athletic wrestler ever, in my opinion? I don't know ever out of everybody. Like right off top of my head. But you could be right. Like Shelton Benjamin is next level. Like the man's amazing. Talk about a guy who could do it all. And why Shelton Benjamin doesn't get more of a push? is beyond me. We need another Elimination Chamber match. Hell's yeah, right? Hey, what up? Why is my account? Hello from Jerusalem, I believe. How are we? I'd say RVD was more athletic. Raw, man. You know, that would be a great match. RVD and Shelton Benjamin for the world title. That would have been great to see. What, me? What about Raven? Quote the Raven. Quote the Raven. Nevermore. Good times, my brother. My brother and I and cousins would wrestle it on the couch. Oh, absolutely. Hell's you. So my birthday's in March, so I would always have my birthday would always be for WrestleMania, and we would have all we'd be fighting for belts and everything, going wild. One WrestleMania, I speared my boy, and we went through my couch. My parents wanted to kill us. Israel, okay, gotcha. And shout out to Israel for our new friend. Why is my account? Welcome. Brock Lesnar, greatest physical person ever. General Penguin, if aliens was to land today and they were like, bring one American forward to fight our champion for your survival, we're sending Brock Lesnar to kick that dude's ass. And if you, and honest, hand to God, aliens have not invaded us because of Brock Lesnar. I believe it. They're like, I'm not going to invade that country. That maniac still there walking the earth. Nope. I'll come back. Funniest tag team was DX and Batista and Eddie. I think I would have liked to see Batista, Ray, and Eddie in a faction. Prime Brock in 2000. Nobody could match that. Period. Oh, him and Kurt Angle, machines. Hey, what up, wrestling action figures? Salute. Welcome to the live, homie. Ray is more athletic. Then you had Kurt Angle, the wrestling machine. And, you know, it would have been cool back then to even see Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar as a tag team at one point would have been cool. You know, if they had like a King of the Ring tag tournament. I love watching the new Legacy guys react to kids wrestling in their living rooms. And they're laughing because a kid hit his brother too hard with a Guitar Hero controller. I had a friend that was tough as nails, and this dude, I hit him with so many objects. He did not want. He wouldn't say I quit. I had to take a taser to get him to finally say I quit and zap the shit out of him to win the hardcore title one of my birthdays. Brock versus CID versus Goldberg would be a match made in heaven. I like where we're going with that three-way match. Same way I want to see AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels. Brock and McMahon are the only ones that never changed their intro music. Shit. Well, you know Vince. Brock never changes his intro ever? Really? Wait, one time only, right? I think it was. And I think it was that not a huge change, maybe like a little change to it. Shane McMahon too. Hey, I give it to Shane McMahon. Here's a kid who didn't have to do anything. Not only wrestled, he did the spots that guys couldn't do and whatnot. Shane McMahon is a G, straight OG. Sean was good with the gold standard stuff, but I like him with the Hurt Business. I love the Hurt Business. I think the gimmick is great. We hurt people. We hurt people. Yo, Sheldon and Bobby Lashley with MVP. Whew. The Hurt Business is good money. I like it. I like it a lot. I love however, all the kids in the living room wrestling match resembles a New Jack match. You just look around for whatever you can hit your friend with. So true. Brock, Taker, Kane, Big Show, and Mark Henry would have been a match. Except for the tell it to the ring that had to hold them. Brock did it one time with the Brock Party angle when he won the Money in the Bank and pretended it was a boombox. That was hilarious. I remember that. Now that you said it. Yo, let's go, bro. Everybody, welcome Wrestling Action Figures to the Wolfpack Federation. He just subscribed to the channel. Let's go, bro. My man is too sweet. And I got hot fudge on me for eating ice cream earlier. Still. And yes, that ice cream was delicious. I hated JBL more than any wrestler, including Hurricane. I like JBL, but when JBL was JBL back then, I hated that dude too. I wanted to fight him myself, which I'm glad I didn't get the opportunity to because Bradshaw would have knocked me out, but I still would have tried. Thank you, Wrestling Action Figures. I appreciate that big time. And I know it'd be dumb to say, do you like Wrestling Action Figures when that's your name? But I've just been so busy, but in my videos, I do unboxings of wrestling figures I have coming in, and I have so many videos I got to put up still. So if you love wrestling action figures, definitely keep checking out the videos. You're gonna love them. I got a lot of good stuff that came in. Wolfpack greatest faction song ever. You damn right, General Penguin. You damn right. I RKO'd my mom back in '08 when she was making the bed. She was so pissed. Oh, shit. Yo, my brother Mike Swift is in the building. Let's go. Let's go. What up, family? Hey, Mike, I'm in the hotel right now in Staten Island. JBL did a good job. I also loved the chair shot Stevie Richards gave him for beating up The Blue Meanie at One Night Stand. Yo, One Night Stand is still one of my favorite pay-per-views to date. Yes, I do. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. And I apologize that I haven't been putting more videos up for the unboxings, but I promise, after next week, I'll have some new stuff up, some new videos up next week. But after next week, after Christmas, I'll be more consistent. APA Bradshaw, Bradshaw is badass, but JBL Wrestling God was lame, but was entertaining. Remember JBL versus John Cena I Quit match? Oh yeah, absolutely up. Oh my God, yes, yeah. Just for you wrestling action figures, let me show you this. This is how much stuff I still got to make content for. Show you. Where is it? All right, there's that. Here we go. And that's not everything. Also, I asked Kevin Nash for the blessing of using the Wolfpack name. So once he gave me that blessing, it felt awesome. Hey, what up? Good afternoon to you. To me, it'll be good night soon. It's 3:26 in the morning for me. That was probably my favorite WWE match. JBL versus Cena. I Quit. Top 3 of all time. Okay. I like the sound of that. Let me just be honest, especially since JBL likes to shoot Cowboy. The only reason JBL was champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays. Oh shit. Hey, I don't want to hear Triple H can't work Tuesdays. I've been pulling double lives on Tuesdays after recently shit. Wrestling action figures said, "Oh, I knew you'd love that." I wanted to show you so you know I'm not bullshitting because I hate people who lie. So one thing I can't stand. I can't stand lying. I would rather say I don't have something or I don't know than to be like, yeah, I know, blah blah blah. Jim Ross and the King were my favorite. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler, aka the King, without a doubt, were the GOAT commentators. He said, "Bro, no, oh yeah, I'm building a whole wrestling room at my house." Oh, Sheezy, what are you doing in New York? Visiting for the holidays? Yeah, came out to see a few of the guys from the neighborhood for a few days. Plus, I needed some good pizza and some baked ziti. Oh, first thing I had out here was baked ziti, and then went to Carvel for ice cream. Wrestling now lacks a lot of character energy. It just feels childish. When we grew up, it was more savage, raw, and for adults. You're right. But sometimes too, I do wonder, like, because we were a lot younger watching it. Now, scratch that. I was gonna say, do we think that because we were younger and it felt more and it was raw compared to what we were seeing at that age? But now, when you go back and watch the Attitude Era now, you know that that's like adult wrestling. Same thing like ECW. Survivor Series with the Alliance versus WWF was probably my favorite match ever. That was dope. That was a good one too, Eric. King Booker used to have me crying, laughing. Me too. So I can't say it without putting my hand down. I love Mike Tenay and Doug West on TNA commentary. Yeah, commentary. They always hype me up. See that's what I'm talking about. You need announcers that are gonna hype you up. Otherwise, if they're putting you to sleep, you've already lost before it started. Do you remember the movie Ready to Rumble with Jimmy King? Absolutely. DDP and the WCW guys were in that. Yo, Ready to Rumble was awesome. Now, David Arquette, yep. David Arquette, WCW World Champion. Yeah, that was Vince Russo's stupidity. Wrestling action figure said, "Yep, TNA is real wrestling. WWE is fake wrestling. If it was real, then it would be WWF still facts. I know real wrestling, and TNA is the real deal." What up? I am Taylor. How are we tonight? Who's next? You're next. Goldberg to Rock. That was great. He had Rock in the ring with these like leather pants and vest, acting all Hollywood, and then Goldberg comes out. Badassery. I used to rewatch Shawn versus Brett over and over. Greatest rivalry. Antonio, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Anybody who says they didn't do that and says they're a wrestling fan is a liar. Come on, those are goats. Those are the goats of wrestling. Like I remember when Cena rapped his way to the ring in Royal Rumble 2003. Oh yeah. Who's next? You're next. Chris Brown to ring. Oh, you caught me off guard with that. WWE could have done a better job with call. Yo, I'm so pissed that they dropped the ball. Like, why would you treat Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows like nobodies? Why didn't we get them AJ Styles and Finn Balor as a unit together, kicking everybody's ass? Yo, WWE did Gallows and Anderson dirty. I'm a huge fan of them. Yep, who are also on the Bullet Club. Like That was gold. AJ, Gallows, and Anderson. Come on. WWE did them wrong, which also shows you that the only reason WWE took them was that was AJ Styles' big thing when he was deciding on who he was going to sign with, because he was going to TNA originally. He was going back to TNA, and he had the deal set that you take all three of us or none of us, and uh, and that deal was going to be finalized 12 o'clock at night. At 11 o'clock, WWE called up and came in with a better offer and snatched them up. That's about 144, 722 members of the Bullet Club. Hey, just like it literally is just like the NWO. It was fucking phenomenal in its core. Then they started, then they ruined it, adding all these jabronis in it later on, which is which is why you saw Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks get away from it. They knew they didn't want to be part of that bullshit anymore. I don't know. AJ Styles as the leader will forever be my favorite Bullet Club. Dude, Stone Cold is my idol. Hey, you know what they say? You never meet your idol in life, otherwise you'll be disappointed. Unless it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold's the fucking man. I would watch Stone Cold and just go to school, and if somebody said something stupid, it'd just be, "Why'd you? What the hell?" Stone Cold did it. Give me a hell yeah! You want me to give you a hell yeah? What? Wrestling action figures? What? What? I always got a kick out of it when Austin would do the what? What? I still do that shit today. That's the problem. We got these guys that are once in a lifetime characters, and when they leave, we don't have anybody to fill in that gap, and it sucks. Edge and Randy used to leave me on the edge of my seat with the crazy attics. I want Edge back in WWE. I get why he left. I understand it, but he needs to come back home. Hey, wrestling action figures, real shit. That's that dude's loss. Always remember that. That ain't on you ever. That's on that bitch ass guy, whoever he is, wherever he is, for not being part of your life. I usually I try to read it like what I think it is anyway, because sometimes I murder half the words I'm trying to say anyway, so it's all good. Hells yeah, I've been to alright, so just full disclosure, I am a ice cream fanatic. When I went to Dairy Queen, got I got me a chicken strip what? What? I thought you were really so the what? Well played. Yo, my man Lincoln Miller, what's goody, fam? Are you gonna open any Pokemon packs? Um, I'm not into it, but my good friend Dank, my brother from another mother, is. And if we were gonna, anything like that would be on my other channel. This channel is strictly just for wrestling. On my other channel, we do collectibles, sneakers, hats, and all that good stuff. Oh, hey, just do great in life. It's the best way to spit on the people that should have been part of our lives that weren't. My brother was checking out some YouTuber, and there was a troll. The streamer asked the troll, "What's your name?" He said, "It doesn't matter what your name." I like it. I like it. His name is. It doesn't matter what his name is. His name is Jabroni. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream over anything. But hey, I could go for a gelato. I would have rather had a chocolate mousse. Chocolate mousse, so good, so good. The I like the white Thai chocolate mousse, the one that from Olive Garden. So good. Oh man, I love the trolls. So before I ban you, I just want to let you know that it's not my fault that 3:44 in the morning you want to come in here and be a douche. Talk to your wife. If I understand that you're upset that you go to work every day and the mailman's coming over your house and giving her the special delivery. But don't come into the chat taking out on me or anybody else. And now you're banned. Sorry, but I had to. Some of these trolls, they gotta get. They need to hear some truth. Pranks folklore because I'm not creative enough to make my own account. Imagine gang. Hey, you can do anything you put your mind to. Real deal. I hear you, wrestling action figures. And he was never around. Oh, I'm an OG. Straight vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, rainbow sprinkles. Call it a day. But now where I'm at, they don't have a Carvel any out there. So if I If it's hard ice cream, I like to get moon pie and half moon pie, half Biscoff with hot fudge. So good. Wrestling action figures. If he wasn't around, then we don't give that man the respect to call him by his name. He has no name. That's how you treat that motherfucker. He's got no name. All he has is the regret that he didn't get to watch a great kid like you grow up to do great things later in life. So you make sure you keep killing it in life at anything you want to do and everything you do. I'm either a mint chocolate chip or cookies and cream. And I'm sorry to hear that he was like Cena. You can't see him. Hey, I'm happy you can joke about it though. At least that's good. That's good. That's what's up. Don't give that man not 5% of realty in your head. He ain't worth it. He don't deserve it. Also, there's an air conditioner in my room that's right behind me. It keeps going on every few minutes. So if when it comes on, if it's too loud, just let me know and I'll lower it. Yo, what up, Cold Slayer? Was Thea Hill not supposed to win the belt or not? Win the belt or not? I don't know. I these are one of those times where I want to like go to the wrestling, go to the behind the scenes sources and see what's up and stuff. But I'm happy she won her first time winning a belt. She's been there for a while now. Good for her. Same vanilla, sometimes pistachio or butter pecan. I ooh. Also, so what I had tonight, Eric, was I had half vanilla, half pistachio, hot fudge with a little rainbow sprinkles and a little chocolate sprinkles. And it was delicious. Oh, so good. It was so good. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry, but thanks for being there too, talking about this topic. Hey, wrestling action figures. We got your back, man. Remember, when you roll with the pack, you never alone. And that goes for everybody. You know, which that's why I don't like when trolls come through because this is supposed to be an outlet for all of us to come on to, not only to become friends and meet each other, like-minded people that are into the same stuff we're into, but if you got some bad shit going on in your life or you've been through some bad shit, whatever the case is, this is the time where you're supposed to be able to get your mind off everything and just have a little fun. I know this was off topic, but I bought my dad a shirt for Christmas that says I got that dog in me. And the picture is the Costco $1.50. please Please let me know how he likes it when you do that, bro. I wish I was going to be at your house Christmas morning. That's so good. For gelato, berry truffle. Last time I had it was in Vegas, but I can't find it in LA. Well, Eric, in LA, I know you'll eventually find it because it's LA, right? Shit. Oh, no problem, wrestling action figures. We got your back. Since I got that dog in me. I also bought him a purple shirt that says purple shirt on it. You know, I want to start a Secret Santa right now, and hope that I get you for Secret Santa. Shit, you're gonna have the best presents in the house, or at least the biggest laughs. Wrestling action figures and what? Have you had American ice cream? American ice cream. What do you? Now, obviously, we're in America, so it's American, obviously. But what do you like? That's what it's called, American ice cream, like as a flavor. What? Hi again. Remember me? I was one of your. Oh, absolutely, mushroom. What up, mushroom? What? Well, now you all know what I'm doing after the stream. I'm googling American ice cream. Actually, I lied. I'm googling it right now. I try, man. One year I did the box in a box thing. It looked huge, and my brother kept opening it up just to open another box inside the box until it got all the way down to a Kids Bop CD. We did the box in the box thing for when my boy's brother got his first car years ago. What? Hey, Mushroom, how we doing tonight, fam? What? Oh shit. Arm. Thank you, Eric. Shit. See, it's 3:54 in the morning. To me, I'm seeing American, but it's Armenian ice cream. No, I did not have. Now, now I definitely. No wonder when I tried to Google it just now, it wasn't making sense. Thank you for the clarification. That's what I like to hear, Mushroom. What? Hey, if anybody has not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We are on the hunt for 1,000 subscribers. And it's amazing that we're already this far along. I can't believe it. Trust me when I tell you, on my first channel, I would have been in the 200s when I'm in the 800s at the moment. So Thank you, everybody, for joining me on this crazy, wacky ride of YouTube. And this is just the beginning. Subscribe, and you're in the pack for life. That's right, Cold Slayer. Hey, I know what you mean, wrestling action figures. You all good. Dude, this guy is a legend. Oh, thank you. I'm humbled. I also remember one year I reused a PC box and filled it with phone books and gave it to a Secret Santa guy at work. He moved 2 months later. Must have really hated me. He made this dude move. Oh, that's so great. He said, yeet. So true. So I just put a banner up for anybody who's interested in subscribing to my other channel. Also, on my other channel, I do it's me and a few of the guys on the panel. We cover, we talk about anything and everything, but most of all, we do unboxings of hats, shoes, collectibles, popcorn buckets, just cool shit. We let people come on the live to show their cool shit if they want to. And on that channel, it's every Tuesday night, eight or eight-ish. Well, really 9 o'clock, but I try to go eight-ish. Every Tuesday night, we're live on the other channel. So in case anybody wants to join both channels, by all means, feel free. We have a spot in LA called MASKED Malone that sells Armenian ice cream. They use rose water like vanilla. Damn, Eric, you got me really, really wanting to try this right now. When are we doing the crossover with me showing my wrestling figures? Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's see. What you want to do it right after New Year's, or you wanted to do it before? Hi, is Champ here? I'm sorry, who's Champ? That will be decided tomorrow night. Randy Orton versus John Cena, WrestleMania 25. I'm gonna try. I think I might be home by Saturday night. If I'm home Saturday night, I'll be live again. Otherwise, Sunday. No, I should be Saturday night. But if not Saturday night, Monday night for sure. Because I want to try to start doing Monday Night Raws. Papa Trophy, I forget. Do you have an Instagram? Because that's really the issue. Is I need a way for us to talk before it, so that way I could plan it out, plan the live out, and tell everybody, hey, we got a big, I want to put the word out, let everybody know that, bro, our boy Papa Trophy's gonna come through and show some cool shit. I'll try to watch, but because of the time zones, it will be hard. I hear that, Mushroom, and that's why I don't have a time frame for this channel yet. Actual times that I'm going live. I'm still experimenting with it to see what works the best for this channel. I don't have a ton of wrestling figures, but I have a bunch of other stuff too. Hey, that's whatever you have that you want to show. It's cool with me. I just like seeing cool shit from people that are passionate about their cool shit. Up until a few years ago, Ireland only had 6 days a week. We still had 365 days a year, but more than 52 weeks per year. Saturday was officially added in 2003, shortly after the U.S. invaded Iraq. Well, thank you for the random fact of the night. Hunter, I was a big wrestling fan growing up, but can you believe that I've never been to a... No! I remember when WrestleMania was in LA, I wanted to go, but couldn't afford. Damn. Yo, Eric, we're gonna change. We gotta change this. Not only do I want you to, not only do you gotta go to your first show, I would love to go with you to your first show. Hey, I don't know if I can do. I wanted to do WrestleMania. Do you think you can do SummerSlam? Because that gives us a lot of time to save up. Because if you can do SummerSlam, Eric, and if you live in LA, what I would do is I'd have you fly into me and come to my house, and then from there we'll drive to it. I'll drive us to it. Okay, bye. I love watching your streams. You're the GOAT. Yo, Mushroom, bro. Thank you, brother. And thank you for the kind words as always. You the GOAT for always coming through when you can. Have a great night, brother. Jimmy King is the best wrestler. Better than all the wrestlers. He's so cool. He's got class. He will rule that ass. He will rule that ass. I'm ready to rumble, yo. I remember when David Arquette. Jimmy King is the cool. He's the greatest. Oh man, Ready to Rumble is so great. Mr. Kennedy. Hell yeah. Trying to think of the last time I saw Mr. Kennedy. I don't know if it was when he did the Aces and Eights for TNA. I think that might have been the last time I saw him. I went to an indie show in Virginia once. The main event was supposed to be Tommy Dreamer versus Shane Douglas, but they both no-showed the event. But I did get to meet Lita, though. Hey, that's cool. And I'm sorry to hear that they no-showed the event. I hate shit like that. There was a few autograph signings I went to throughout the years to meet Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and they no-showed the event, and it sucked. Which is also why I was so happy to finally get to meet the guy. Oh, Papa Trophy. If you take your phone and hit that scan thing right there, it will take you right right to my Instagram. Or I think I got a banner with it. Let's see. Yeah, if you hit the scanner, the scan right there, it'll bring you to the Instagram. Let me just I'm trying to find it. Let me know. Let me know, Papa Trophy, if it doesn't work. Lita and Jeff Hardy don't age for real. And I wonder how I wake up with aches and pains and Jeff Hardy's fine. This guy did all this crazy shit. And how is he okay still? Meanwhile, I'm the one with the bad back and a bad leg. Hey, what up, Mary Ferguson? Welcome to the live. I can't right now. I'm not home. I'm in a hotel room right now. Otherwise, I would have absolutely did it for you. But next live, I should be home, so I will. If you ask me on the next one, I can do that for you. Never a problem. I gave you a following and reached out. Let's go. Let's go. Papa Trophy, what's the first two letters of your IG names? Just so I know it's that one's yours. Hey, my brother is a huge fan. He's autistic and it's his birthday. Can you shout him? Come on, it's the oldest trick in the book. And to lie about your brother being autistic and shit, I don't tolerate shit like that. So you're out of here. But wrestling action, I definitely got you next live. Jeff Hardy doing swanton bombs at his age is absolutely crazy. Right? Like I walk up the stairs sometimes I'm in pain. And this guy's doing swanton bombs from 20 feet up in the air. Like, damn right. You have your phone? If you could. DU. See. And Papa Trophy, which I don't mind you saying what my Instagram account is. Which Instagram account did you sub up to? Because I got an Instagram account for this channel and I have an Instagram account for my other channel. And I just want to make sure that I 100% got you. Wait, I got you. I see it. I got you, brother. Okay. Awesome. That's awesome. So we'll definitely talk offline and set something up. Cool. I have a question for you. Sure, ask away. Dude, can you play some tunes? A lot of music gets copyrighted and everything with YouTube. And we have our next troll of the day. And that troll is gone. You do the cereal when you get a chance? What? The cereal? Yeah, I know. I have to wait till breakfast. I wish YouTube didn't give a shit. You gotta see when I did on my first channel doing I didn't know what I was doing at all half the time. I was winging it. I probably went through like 8 different songs I had to change because I kept getting hit with copyright, copyright, copyright. I'm like, "Ugh." Like this channel, the song that song that plays for it, I went through over I listened to clips of over 200 different songs to get something that sounded cool as shit for the channel. It was brutal. It's not a 1, 2, 3 thing. It takes very long to do a lot of this shit. But it's 4:13 in the morning. I'm shot. I need to go. I need to catch some Z's and go to sleep. So I want to thank everybody who, whether you've been a member or you became a member tonight. Shout out all my mods as always. Thank you everybody who comes through and shows love. We're gonna try to go live again Saturday night. This was fun as shit as always. You guys are the goat because listen, you can replace anything in life but your time. So I don't play with your time. But thank you everybody for coming through tonight. Because when you hunt with the pack, you never hunt alone. And as always, everybody, stay hunting. Wolfpack Federation, we out.